Greetings, my friends, this is Calabrios. Now, going to Rampage Jackson. He made millions in his 6+ years in UFC, but it appears his breaking point wasn't over the money, but over Dana White being critical about him to reporters when he failed to make weight for UFC 144 fight with Ryan Bader. Now, he said that, he said bad things about him not making the weight, Jackson said, and, quote, "That's when I decided I was going to leave the UFC." Jackson had over the next year, he insisted that when his contract was up, after his fight, which ended on January 26th in Chicago, a loss to Glover Teixeira, he was gone. He said that, he didn't even consider the offer UFC made to sign him a new deal, even though at the time, he had no idea the Bellator Spike TNA offer was coming. Quote, he said, "I knew I wasn't happy with UFC. I haven't been happy for a long time. I did a lot of smart investments, saved up my money, worked on rehabbing my knees. I knew I was going to get out of here. I knew I was going to bounce." The one thing he seemed most unhappy about was UFC's change when it came to allowing sponsors, a subject other fighters brought up as well. Now, the thing about it is unlike in the past when fighters were relatively free to get whatever sponsors they could, with some minor restrictions, now sponsors have to pay UFC a significant amount of money for the right, for the right to sponsor the fighters. So fighters have complained that it leaves less money in the sponsors' budgets to go to the fighters, and take smaller companies that can't afford the so-called sponsor tax out of the game. Quote, I'm in a lot better place, he said. It's hard to explain. When you're sweating tears and they won't let you have sponsors, they tax the sponsors, you want to make a movie. The A-Team, a lot of people were up for that role. I felt like I was trying to further my career. You can't fight forever. I took a lot of heat for that. The UFC didn't see the big picture. Bellator said, we'll get you movies, we'll get you sponsors. It's better for the brand and it's better for the sport. Now, still, Jackson had mixed emotions in hindsight about the decision to take the A-Team gig in late 2009, knowing that UFC had scheduled a show in his home city of Memphis. It was originally planned for his fight with Rashad Evans, coming off the highest-rated season ever of Ultimate Fighter. He pulled out of the show when he got P.A. Baracus role in Mr. T, made iconic in the movie. While UFC ran a successful event, UFC 107, headlined by B.J. Penn defending the lightweight title against Diego Sanchez, having Jackson headline would have made the Memphis debut significantly bigger. Now, Jackson knows that he doesn't think Dana White misses him not being in the company, even though Jackson, even after 3 straight losses, was still one of the bigger stars and most recognizable figures in the roster. And he said, quote, "I don't miss me at all. I think I was a thorn in the UFC side for a while. I did everything to fix the relationship. I was wrong doing the A-Team movie and pulling out the show in Memphis. I know I messed up for doing that. That's why I didn't pull out the fight in Japan, February 26, 2012 against Ryan Bader. When I was injured, I thought I could beat Bader even with an injury. So, while, he doesn't have an exact timetable regarding when he's going to fight, other than it'll be before the end of the year, or when he's going to do pro wrestling, he's got a number of other things going on. He's revealed he's looking at opening a bar, he's trying to pitch an MMA movie to Paramount, which he's written with a role he could star in. He's working on writing a second movie, and he has a reality show coming soon to Spike that was talked about last week when the deal was announced. And, quote, "If I do a reality show, it'll have to be a real reality show," he said. Can't do a scripted reality show. Now, you know that there are many things he'd be doing during the day for a reality show that he might not have done in those days, but, he doesn't want anyone telling him what to do or say. While he wouldn't give a dime for him on the show, which hasn't started filming yet, Spike indicated the show with Aaron Weeks leading to this first fight. And he said, quote, "He'll promote my fights, but it's not like the Ultimate Fighter. Well, I'll have some training, I'm sure, but a lot of other stuff. I'm not only a fighter, I have to train to be a pro wrestler, so it'll be me learning how to hit the ropes and take falls, and my life is really a reality show. You guys just don't know it."